All right, welcome back everybody. Before we get to casting on, I want to talk a little bit about the different ways that your yarn might be packaged, because there's very important way to handle it depending on which kind of yarn you choose. So the skein I'm using for the scarf, this is already in a skein. It's kind of wound and wrapped with this label covering our tail. So this one is easy to work with because all you do is find the tail and you just get working. Some yarn shops are going to sell what's called a hank. A lot of yarn comes in hanks, and that's what this is. So you can see it almost looks like a braid, like almost one of those braided donuts. So this is called a hank. And if you choose yarn that is in a hank, there's very important information here to avoid you a lot of headaches. It is important for you to either turn this skein, this hank, into a cake or a ball before you start knitting. If you start knitting with a hank without preparing it, you're going to have a huge knotted mess on your hands. So most yarn shops will wind it for you if you purchase yarn that comes in a hank, and if they did that, it would come out like a cake like this. So they would wind it for you so that you can just start knitting right away. If your yarn shop doesn't have that, or you ordered it online, I'll show you what to do with your hank. So the first thing you're going to do is take the label off. Let's get these out of the way here. You're going to take the label off, and you'll kind of get a better idea of what that looks like when it's in a hank. So all it is it's just kind of twisted upon itself. So you want to unravel it, and you'll see that we have this big kind of long hank here. So what you want to do, if you notice it, when you kind of unroll it, it kind of will just become a big circle. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit here so you can see that a little better. So it's just one big circle. So what I do is you'll notice that there's a tie here. So you cut your tie, and then you just find where the end is and you wind it around into a ball. So it is very important that if you purchased a hank that you get your yarn ready, or else, like I said, you'll have a major headache on your hands when you want to start knitting with it and it gets all tangled. So that I hope helped kind of show you it depends, so many different yarns, there are so many different ways to package them. So these are 3 common things that you'll see. I will post another video specifically for if you purchased a hank, what to do with it. So if you are somebody who has a hank of yarn and you want to know how to make it into a ball, catch me in the next video. If you don't need that, then feel free to skip right ahead to casting on. See you there.